welcome back, and welcome back. We are going to be making a chocolate cheesecake, and it's a no bake. We're going to use a pie crust. I got enough this is going to make enough to do 2 of these. We've got the chocolate here. All right. That's about a 3/4 of a cup of confectionate sugar, powdered sugar. And then 8 ounces of Cool Whip. We're going to be using some, if I can get it out, vanilla extract. You're going to need this cream cheese here. I've got 8 ounces, 2 in each package, and I'll be using both of those, so all 4. Then we're going to use this chocolate. All right, let you see what that is. See the ounces? And that's what we're going to use to make this, and that's all you need. Let's get started. All right, the very first thing we're going to do, I'm using a non-stick pan. If you don't have a non-stick pan, and this one's phenomenal. This is Aisha Curry's pan, and it is phenomenal. Not sponsored, but it is a phenomenal pan. Nothing burns and sticks to the bottom. We're going to go in with all of that chocolate, but if you don't, you need to get the little broiler action going on where you have the water in the pot and then put a bowl on top of that, a glass bowl, and then just let the steam heat the chocolate that way, okay? Do what you got to do. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and go in with that chocolate that's already broken into some pieces here. You can absolutely cut it up, but I'm simply going to break it. And this is a really good chocolate, so whenever you're making something, you want to make sure that you use a good chocolate, okay? You want to make sure you always use a good chocolate. And I'm just going to kind of break it up into some pieces. You can definitely cut it, but why mess up a knife? I'm just going to break it up a little bit. And then I'm going to set this over a low heat while we get started with the rest of this, because it also has to cool down a little bit before we mix it all together, okay? So you're going to need this to cool down just a little bit, but we're going to melt it first. And this should take about 5 minutes on a low heat. It doesn't take long, but depending on your stove, it may take a couple more minutes, okay? So I'm just going to let this go for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and let you see what she looks like. Something else, please keep in mind when melting chocolate, make sure that you continuously stir, because you see how it's already melting up on us here? You want to keep the stirring going, okay? That's what you want to do. All right, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, we've got that chocolate all melted up. Look at that. All melted up. Now we got to let her cool down a little bit. So now we're going to go to the stage of the cream cheese. Okay? See how nice and smooth that is? Look at that. All right. We're going to let her cool down, and I'm going to move you around, and we're going to start on the cream cheese. All right. We've got those 4 blocks in here, and I'm just going to cream them together using my hand mixture. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And it takes about a minute. And you definitely want this cheese to be softened when you get started on this, okay? So I'm going to cream this together, and then I'll be right back. All right, at this point, we're going to add the confectionate sugar, and then we're going to cream it some more. All right? I'll be right back. Okay, now that we've got that all mixed in, we're going to go in with, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of vanilla, really because I love it. Okay, and then we're going to mix that together. All right, and I'll be right back. Now that we've got all that mixed together, now in goes the yummy. All that delicious chocolate that we made. Yes, yes, put it all in there. Every ounce, every drop, get that in there. And then we're going to mix it together. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Gigi's always doing some yummy stuff over here. And guaranteed, you may not like it all, but you'll definitely found something that you like. Okay? All right, so now that I've got all that chocolate in there, I don't want to miss a morsel, okay? And now we're going to go ahead and mix that together. And I'll be right back. All right, this is what you're looking for. And now we're going to go in with that whole container of Cool Whip. We're going to put all that in there, and we're going to fold it in. All right. Get it all in there. This is definitely a delicious, delicious way to make it. I say it all the time. There's nothing like making your own whatever. You make your own, you love it more, you appreciate it more because you made it. And you know what's in it. You know if it's healthy. You know if it's not. Because you know exactly how it was made because it was made by your hands. All right? So I'm just going to continue to fold this in. And once I'm done, this will take me a couple of minutes. That way you don't have to sit there and just stare at me. All right? And I'll be back. All right, we got her all mixed up. Now we're going to put it in a pie crust, okay? Let's put this off to the side. Bring her on over. Just scoop her out and put her in. And she's super thick because I didn't get my cream cheese softened enough. It should have been a little bit more softer, but it's all right. That means I don't have to wait full 8 hours. And this is absolutely a delicious, delicious. Let me get another. I'll be right back. All right, I'm just going to take this little spatula here and just kind of smooth it on out. And you can put as little or as much as you want in here. And I've showed you how to make the graham cracker crust if you want to do that yourself. I've got a video where I showed you that with the other cheesecake that I made that came out right before this one. So if you want to make your crust yourself, you know how. All right. Smooth that baby on out. And then these need to sit in the refrigerator for at least 8 hours. So make them the day before, not the day of. Okay? And then that's it. She's done. She is done. Look at that. Our chocolate cheesecake. All right. I'll be back in 8 hours. And there she is. Look at that. We made that. A no-bake chocolate cheesecake. Just topped it with strawberries simply for pretty. Look at that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and feel free to share. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. You'll see Gigi on the next one. Take care, you guys.